to all dear little learners and their mommies present here. I, Gunjan Bansal, Head Community Outreach Program at Vega Schools, welcome you all to this virtual storytelling session. Stories play a vital role in the growth and development of children, especially when they're young of your age. Storytelling, which is one of the oldest and most powerful forms of teaching, offers a great way to enhance learning. In fact, it offers many excellent benefits for the school age children up to 8 years. It improves language skills, boosts memory, develops creative thinking and imagination, increases enthusiasm for reading, improves listening skills, and a lot more. While storytelling offers many benefits, it's important to choose the right stories for young children. A storyteller stimulates the brain and aims to connect with the learners by weaving stories all around them. Today, we have with us our storyteller, Miss Monica Tandon. Monica Tandon is a storyteller, story coach, and a corporate trainer, founder of Katha Pachisi, the Story Band. She is also associated with the Times Group as a workshop consultant, art of storytelling workshops, and she conducts storytelling sessions, art of storytelling workshops, and creative writing sessions. Katha Pachisi also conducts regular storytelling sessions and workshops at Oxford Bookstore, New Delhi. Without taking much of time, I hand over the virtual mic to Monica to take us to the world of animals. Over to you, Monica.
Thank you so much, Gunjan. I hope my voice is audible to everyone.
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay. So first of all, I would like to thank the Vega team and the Vega School for providing this wonderful platform for telling stories. Don't we all love to hear stories, right? Yes, we all love to hear stories. And good morning to parents as well. So let me very briefly, just in 3-4 lines, take you through the world of storytelling. See, human mind is hardwired for stories, and that's why we say that stories is in our DNA. But why do we say so? Why? What aspect of storytelling actually makes it such a powerful tool for learning? Very crisply, predominantly in any room, especially with the case of children, 40% are visual learners who learn best through illustrations, diagrams. Another 40% are auditory learners who learn best through speech, debates, and rest 20% are kinesthetic learners. Those learners learn best through doing something, experiencing something. And interestingly, storytelling relates to all the three types of learners. The visual learners learn through the mental images, the mental visuals, which storytelling evokes. The auditory learners learn best through storyteller's voice, the voice tonality, the voice modulation, the language strategies which are used in storytelling. And the rest 20% kinesthetic learners learn best through experiencing the story, feeling the story, getting related to the story. So this was just in a crux, we say that storytelling is actually a very powerful tool. So I would like to start the session with this quote, which is really very close to my heart. Tell me a truth and I will believe. Tell me a fact and I will learn. But you tell me a story and it is going to remain in my heart forever. So let's get started with stories. Are we all ready for it? Yay! Come on, wave your hands, wave your hands, wave your hands. Wave your hands. Yes, 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 yes. I can see Utsumi. Yeah, wave your hand. Very good. So let's start with a story song. Okay. And then we start with the first story of today. We have got many exciting stories from the world of jungle. Okay. So let's get started. And would you like to sing along with me? You can sing and then we'll start the story. उठे सबके कदम तारा रम पम पम आओ कहानी सुनो कभी खुशी कभी गम तारा रम पम पम हंसो और हंसाया करो उठे सबके कदम तारा रम पम पम आओ कहानी सुनो कभी खुशी कभी गम, तारा रम पम पम, हंसो और हंसाया करो। चलिए शुरू करते हैं आज की पहली कहानी से। पहली कहानी का नाम पता है क्या है? मालूम है? मैं बताती हूँ। डुगडुग चीटा। आप लोगों को मालूम है चीटा क्या होता है? जिसको मालूम है फटाफट फटाफट चैट बॉक्स में लिखो। व्हाट इज अ चीटा? इज इट अ ब्लैक एंट? हैव यू सीन अ ब्लैक एंट? कैसी लगती है ब्लैक एंट? देखिए, चीटी से थोड़ी सी बड़ी होती है और ब्लैक कलर की होती है। मैं दिखाऊं आप लोगों को ब्लैक एंट कैसी होती है? यू वांट टू सी? यू वांट टू सी? ये देखो, राइट? कैन वी ऑल सी दैट? तो ये जो हमारी ब्लैक एंट है ना, इसकी कहानी है ये सबसे पहले। तो इसका नाम है डुगडुग चीटा। यही हमारी कहानी का नाम है। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं। तो एक बार क्या हुआ कि एक बहुत बड़ा घना सुंदर जंगल था और उस जंगल के बीचों बीच खूब सारे छोटे छोटे पौधे, बड़े बड़े पेड़, छोटे छोटे पौधे, बड़े बड़े पेड़, खूब सारे पेड़ थे। और वहां पर मालूम है क्या? एक बहुत ही बड़ा सा चीटों का परिवार रहता था। वहां पे खूब सारे चीते थे। ओके, सो वी विल हैव another two stories that will be in English. This one is in Hindi only, right? So again, going back to Dugdug Cheetah. तो वहां पर खूब सारे छोटे छोटे पेड़, बड़े बड़े पेड़, छोटे छोटे पौधे थे और उन्हीं के बीचों बीच बहुत सारे काले काले रंग के ऐसे चीते रहते थे। तो वहां पे ये चार दोस्त भी थे। तो ये था डुगडुग चीटा और इसके दोस्तों का नाम था हीरो चीटा, कुटकुट चीटा और बहादुर चीटा। तो ये चारों दोस्त रोज मजे से खूब खेलते थे। एक दिन क्या हुआ कि ये जो हमारा डुगडुग चीटा है ना, ये सुबह कुछ जल्दी ही उठ गया। अब उठने के बाद इसे समझ ही ना आए कि मैं क्या करूं। तो इसने सोचा क्यों ना आज सैर पे जाया जाए, मौसम भी बड़ा सुहाना है। तो डुगडुग चीटा निकल पड़ा सैर करने। अब घूमते घामते, उठते बैठते, देखते दौड़ते, उसे मालूम है जंगल के बीचों बीच बड़ी अच्छी सी खुशबू आनी शुरू हुई। यहाँ तो कुछ बड़ी मजेदार सी खुशबू आ रही है। तो उसने आगे बढ़कर पता है क्या देखा? मालूम है, एक बड़े से चमचमाते हुए हरे रंग के पत्ते पर एक सुंदर सी बड़ी सी जलेबी पड़ी थी। डुगडुग के मुंह में पानी आया जलेबी देख के। आप लोगों को जलेबी मालूम है कैसी होती है? पसंद है? मेरी तो फेवरेट है जलेबी। हाँ, है ना? उन सभी को मालूम है। ओके, सो बहुत ही मीठी होती है जलेबी। तो डुगडुग को जलेबी को देख के तो ऐसे लगा मैं तो पूरी जलेबी खा जाऊंगा आज, मैं छोड़ने ही नहीं वाला। और वो देखते देखते उसने फटाफट राइट देखा, लेफ्ट देखा और फुदक कर जलेबी के ऊपर चढ़ गया। अब डुगडुग कुटर कुटर जलेबी खाने लगा। वाह, कितनी स्वादिष्ट है, कितनी मीठी है ये जलेबी, अकेले ही खाऊंगा। अरे इन सब लोगों को बताऊंगा, अपने दोस्तों को, तो फिर तो मुझे अपनी जलेबी शेयर करनी पड़ जाएगी ना, और सारी खत्म हो जाएगी। तो मैं तो ये अकेले ही खाऊंगा आज। और ये कहकर वो फटाफट 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 जलेबी कुतरने लगा। अब थोड़ा थोड़ा खाते खाते उसको ऐसा लगा क्यों ना एक बड़ा सा जलेबी का टुकड़ा काटूं। और जैसे ही उसने एक बड़ा सा जलेबी का टुकड़ा काटा, जलेबी का रस बाहर बहने लगा। डुगडुग लुढ़का और धप से जा गिरा जलेबी के रस के अंदर। अब जलेबी का जो रस होता है वो मालूम है कैसा चिपचिपा सा होता है ना? अब डुगडुग ने खूब हाथ पैर मारे, खूब कोशिश करी, हे राम, पर नहीं निकल पा रहा था जलेबी के रस से बाहर। अब वो सोचे, अरे क्या हो गया, लगता है मैं फंस गया जलेबी के रस के अंदर। अब उसने सोचा क्या करूं। तभी उसके दिमाग में एक तरकीब आई। उसने अपने दोस्तों को आवाज लगानी शुरू करी, अरे कुटकुट, बहादुर, हीरो, अरे कोई तो आओ, निकालो मुझे जलेबी के रस से बाहर, देखो मैं यहाँ हूँ, यहाँ। अब वहीं पे ये जो उसके दोस्त है ना, कोई सो रहा था, कोई खेल रहा था। तो सबसे पहले वहां से भागा बहादुर चीता अपना खेल छोड़कर। उसने आगे जाकर सोते हुए कुटकुट को उठाया और दोनों ने अपने दोस्त हीरो को साथ में लिया। अब ये तीनों के तीनों चींटे भागे भागे, सरपट भागे और भागते दौड़ते पहुंचे। और वहां जाकर डुगडुग को देखकर तो एकदम हक्का बक्का हैरान परेशान रह गए। और बहादुर बोला, हे राम 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 राम, तुम कैसे फंस गए इसके अंदर, कहाँ चले थे तुम? तो डुगडुग बोला, मैं ना जलेबी खाने चला था, मुझे मालूम ही नहीं था कि इसमें से इतना रस निकला चला आएगा, जल्दी निकालो मुझे, जल्दी निकालो। तो बहादुर, कुटकुट और हीरो ने खूब जोर लगाया, बड़ी कोशिश की, हे राम, पर उनकी मेहनत रंग नहीं लाई। ना निकाल पाए डुगडुग को जलेबी के रस से बाहर। अब तो डुगडुग डर के मारे थर थर कांप रहा था और सोचे, ओह भगवान, कोई तो बचाओ, कोई तो निकालो मुझे यहाँ से बाहर। तो उसके तीनों दोस्तों ने उसको बोला, चुप हो जाओ, रो मत, चुप हो जाओ, हम अभी कुछ तरकीब लड़ाते हैं। और ये कहकर तीनों भागे वहां से। अब भागते भागते वापस पहुंचे जहां वो सारे चींटे रहते थे। अब उन्हीं सब कहीं चींटों के बीच में एक बहुत ही समझदार चींटा रहता था। उस चींटे का नाम पता है क्या था? अंकल जॉन चीता। अब वो जो अंकल जॉन चीता थे ना, वो पेड़ की टोट मालूम है क्या होती है? पेड़ में छोटे छोटे से होल होते हैं ना, जिसमें चींटे दुबक्कर बैठे होते हैं। तो अंकल जॉन चीता अपने पेड़ की टोट में बैठे हुए आराम कर रहे थे, एक किताब पढ़ रहे थे आराम से यूं बैठ के, और साथ में थोड़ी थोड़ी झपकी ले रहे थे। अब ये चींटे बाहर आकर अंकल जॉन को पुकारने लगे, अंकल जॉन, अंकल जॉन। अंकल जॉन फटाफट अपनी किताब टेबल पर रखे, अपनी टोपी पहनी और निकले पेड़ की टोट से बाहर। क्या हुआ? अरे क्यों मचा रखा है इतना शोर? अंकल अंकल, मालूम है क्या हुआ? डुगडुग चला था अकेले जलेबी खाने, आप फंस गया जलेबी के रस के अंदर और जोर जोर से चिल्ला रहा है, बचाओ बचाओ, आप जल्दी चलो, नहीं तो वो तो डुबकी मार ही लेगा जलेबी के रस के अंदर। तो अंकल जॉन चीता ने बोला, ये डुगडुग रोज कोई ना कोई शैतानी करता जरूर है। तो अब अंकल जॉन निकले अपने घर से बाहर और उनको लगा कि ये चारों मिलकर, यानी कि वो तीन दोस्त और अंकल जॉन, ये सब मिलकर तो निकाल नहीं पाएंगे डुगडुग को। तो उन्होंने अपने और साथियों को बुलाया, आओ साथियों आओ, चलो चलते हैं, डुगडुग को निकालते हैं जलेबी के रस से बाहर। तो अब सारे के सारे वहां पहुंचे। अब वो सब के सब भी देखकर एकदम हक्का बक्का रह गए। हे राम, ये कैसे फंसा इस जलेबी के रस के अंदर, हमें कुछ समझ ही नहीं आ रहा। वो डुगडुग वो तो शोर मचा रहा है, बचाओ 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 बचाओ। तो अंकल जॉन बोले, चुप, बिल्कुल चुप, हम सब आ गए हैं तुम्हें बचाने, तुम ये शोर मचाना बंद करो। अब उन्होंने क्या किया कि किसी चींटे ने तो उसका हाथ पकड़ा और किसी चींटे ने तो उसकी टांग पकड़ी। अब सबने मिलकर खूब खींचा, खूब जोर लगाया और आखिर में उनकी मेहनत रंग लाई, निकाल ही लिया डुगडुग को जलेबी के रस से बाहर। अब ये जो हमारा डुगडुग है ना, इसके ऊपर बुरी तरीके से सारा रस चिपका हुआ था, हाथों में, पैरों में, ऊपर नीचे सब तरफ जलेबी का चिपचिपा रस लगा हुआ था। तो इसी वजह से ये जो डुगडुग है वो आराम से चल भी नहीं पा रहा था। तो वहां पे बैठे हुए छोटे छोटे चींटे उसे देखकर खूब जोर जोर से हंसने लगे, उसका मजाक बनाने लगे। तभी अंकल जॉन आए और वो बोले, चुप, बिल्कुल चुप, कभी अपने दोस्तों का मजाक नहीं उड़ाना चाहिए, कोई मजाक नहीं उड़ाएगा डुग डुग का। और डुग डुग तुम इधर आओ, आज के बाद कभी मत खाना अकेले अकेले, क्योंकि खाना खाने का मजा तो सबके साथ ही है। और डुग डुग भी कान पकड़ के माफी मांगते हुए बोला, बिल्कुल सही कहते हो अंकल जॉन, हमेशा सबके साथ मिल बांट कर ही खाना खाऊंगा। और ये कहकर चुपचाप अपने घर की ओर चल पड़ा। तो हुई हमारी पहली कहानी खत्म। कैसी लगी? फटाफट लिखो, किसको पसंद आई डुग डुग चीटा की कहानी? आपको पसंद आई? वेरी गुड, आई एम सो हैप्पी। अच्छा, कौन बताएगा मुझे कि डुग डुग चीटा को फाइनली जलेबी के रस से किसने बाहर निकाला? Who took डुग डुग चीटा out of that sticky syrup of jalebi? Tell me the name of that समझदार cheetah, that wise old cheetah. Who was he? What was his name? Uncle John Cheetah. ये और कौन मुझे बताएगा? What were the names of? Yes, Athar. Uncle John, you're very right. Okay, so who is going to tell me the name of Dug Dug Cheetah's 3 friends? Who were the 3 friends of Dug Dug Cheetah? Who knows? किसने सुनी है कहानी ध्यान से? अभी समझ में आ जाएगा। जल्दी बताओ, I'm waiting, then we'll go to the next story. Acha. Yes, Utsavi, Hero. Okay, so one friend was Hero. Who were the another? Okay, Sakshi. Okay, Sakshi, you were writing something? No. Hero Cheetah, Bahadur Cheetah, and who was the third one? Uska naam Dug Dug ke saath rhyme mein jata hai. This is a hint. It goes in rhyming. Yes, Bahadur Cheetah. Yes, Anaisha. Good. Very good. Yay. I'm so happy. आप सब लोग इतने मजे से कहानी सुन रहे हो। तो अब whoop. Oh, we have someone over here. Who's he? नाम मालूम है इसका? Who's he? This is Choo Choo Monkey. Yay! Okay, Choo Choo Monkey wants to say you something. Wait. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You know what? Choo Choo Monkey says that we need to exercise in the morning. And we need to exercise our vocal cords as well to make our voice more beautiful. Okay, so we are going to do a very quick exercise with this Choo Choo Monkey. Are we all ready for it? Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to move our hands and then sing along. I'll say one line and then you try to say it as well. So let's get started. One day, the sun was shining. It was a beautiful day. The monkey says, let's play. Hand over hand, it's fun. Hand over hand, it's fun. Gotcha. Gotcha. Oh my God, it's raining. Rainstorm. We should build a house. But you know what? The lazy monkey says, tomorrow. So the next day, the sun was shining. It was a beautiful day. The monkey says, let's play. Hand over hand, it's fun. Hand over hand, it's fun. Gotcha. Oh my God, it's raining. Rainstorm. We should build a house. But when do we need to build a house? Tomorrow? No, we should build a house today. We should not postpone our work to tomorrow. Right, Choo Choo Monkey? Okay? Chalo. Let's get started with the second story of today. And you want to know the name of today's story? The second one? Any guesses? Okay. So this one is The Rooster, woohoo, and the Sun. So this is a story about this clever rooster and the sun. So let's get started with it. So you know what? One day there was this farmer who used to live in Rajasthan. Do we all know where is Rajasthan? Have you ever heard of this place called Rajasthan? Okay. So, you know what? In Rajasthan, the sun is always shining at its peak and it's really very hot over there. So this farmer was working in the farm and there he was feeling very hot, very hot. So he looked up into the sky and saw the sun was shining brightly, very brightly. So he looked at the sun and said, "Oh, what's wrong with you today? Why are you shining so brightly?" Now the sun said, "Oh, come on, it's my job. It's my job to shine." So the farmer again started working in the field. But again, he was feeling so hot that he was not able to work properly. So then again, he looked into the sky and said, "Oh my God, this is too hot. I'm not able to work properly." Now the sun got really scared. And you know what did he do? He quickly picked up all of his stuff, put it in that big, bright yellow suitcase, and he just rushed off. So now there was no sun at all, and it was very pleasant, and the farmer was very happy. Wow, I'm so happy. The sun has gone. Now I can work peacefully in my field. So the farmer again started working in his field, and he kept on working till the evening. And then he got really tired. So he went to his home and slept. And then after a few hours, he woke up. And then he was looking around his room and he felt there's something which is amiss, which is not right. So he got up from his bed and went to the window. And there he opened the curtains. And you know what? He was shocked. It was morning and there was no sun. Absolutely dark outside. And he thought he might have woken up in the midnight. So he looked at the clock. The clock says it's 8 a.m. in the morning. 8 a.m. and still no sun at all. And then it stuck to him. Oh my goodness. Yesterday I screamed at the sun and might be he had felt bad about it. So he rushed to the farm. And there, there were many animals in the farm. Which were, there was this cow. And then there was this oink, oink pig. And then there was this rooster. So there were these three animals in his farm. So he called all the animals. And, okay, Anvi, no, camel is never in the farm. Yes, but camel is a animal which is really found in Rajasthan. So that's right, but not on his farm. So in his farm, he had only these three animals: pig, rooster, and the moo cow. So he called all these animals and he said, "Oh, what a world. with no sun. That's not a word at all. And I believe that sun got really upset with me because I told him yesterday to just went off. Can you all help me in getting back the sun back to the earth, shining brightly? So the Moo cow said, yes, yes, my master. Tell me, what do I need to do? So the farmer said, go and ask the sun to come back and shine brightly from the sky. So the Moo said, okay, okay. And off went the cow up into the sky. And there he looked out for the sun. And the sun was hiding behind the clouds. So the Moo cow knocked. How do we knock? And then the sun peeped out of that cloud and said, yeah, tell me, what do you want? So the Moo said, oh, we all are missing you on earth. Can you please shine from here brightly so that our day gets started? The sun was like, no, I'm in no mood to shine today. Please go back. And off came the Moo cow back to the farm. And the cow said to the farmer, oh, my master, I was not able to tell sun to come back. He didn't listen to me at all. I'm sorry, but I couldn't help it. And off went the Moo cow. Now the farmer was like, oh my God, how do we tell sun to come back? Now he got an idea. You know who? He called the Oink Pig. Can we all see Oink Pig? Yes. So then the farmer said, hey, Oink Pig, you're so cute. Why don't you go and tell the sun to come out? So the Oink Pig said, okay, my master. And off went the Oink Pig to the sky. And again, there he knocked. Again, the sun peeped out of one cloud and said, yeah, tell me, what do you want? Oh, my dear sun, we also miss you. Can you please shine today so that we all can start our day? But the sun was in no mood to come out of the clouds. And he said, no, I am not coming. And came back this Oink Pig and told, oh, my master, I tried so much, but the sun just refuses to come out. Now, the pig was also not able to get the sun back. Now, whom we were left with? Yes. Any guesses? Who was the one who was left? The rooster. And you know what? Everyone on the farm used to think that the rooster is this useless animal. He's not good at doing anything. So he went to the farmer himself and he said, hey, my master, can I help you? So the master was like, although I don't have any hopes from you, rooster, but okay, if you say so, go and try your luck. So off went the rooster up into the sky, and there he knocked. And then the sun again peeped out of that little window and he said, what makes you come here? So the rooster said, oh, my son, you are so beautiful. You're so bright. You're so yellow. You're so pretty. Can you please come out? And the sun was like, but no, I don't want to come out today. Let it be dark today on the earth. And he shut the door. So the rooster was very sad. Oh, nobody thinks I am a useful animal. This was just this one time I could help everyone out there, but the sun is not agreeing to come out. What do I do? And all this, the sun heard from inside. And then again, he opened the window and he said, do you really want me to come out? And the rooster was like, yeah, can you please come out? Can you please come out? So the sun said that, okay, I will come out, but you need to do one thing. So the rooster said, yeah, please tell me. I'm happy to do what all you tell me to do. Okay. So he said, go back to the earth, go at the farm, stand on the gate of the farm, and with all your might, call me. So the rooster said, yes, yes. So the rooster came back on the earth, and there he told the moo cow, the oinking pig, and the farmer to come towards the gate of the farm. And he stood on the gate of the farm, and with all his might, and from the bottom of his heart, you know what did he do? Cock-a-doodle! 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 And out came the bright, yellow, beautiful sun. And everyone was happy to see the sun. And the farmer, and the oinking pig, and the moo cow, they were surprised. Oh my God, this is a clever rooster indeed. So you know what the farmer told to the rooster? The farmer said, from today onwards, to this farm and to all other farms in the world, the sun will only come out when the rooster says, "Cuckoo-cuckoo! Cuckoo-cuckoo!" So this was the story about this clever rooster. Who all like this story? Come on, come on, come on. Tell me in the chat box. Do you love this story? Yes? Okay. Okay. Oh, I guess each one of you loved this story. You know, even this is my favorite story as well. Yes, yes, yes. Now, are you all tired? Or you want to hear one more story? Want to hear one more story or not? Yes? Okay, Savit wants to know. Savit wants to hear. Who else wants to hear one more story? Okay, Utsavi says this. Okay. Now, who else want to hear one more story? Come on, type, type, type. Athav wants to hear one more story. Sakshi as well. Wow. And who else? Who else want to hear one more story? Okay, so we have, oh, okay. Okay, so let me tell you one more story. Okay, so this is about 4 friends. Yes. And you know who were those 4 friends? A crow, a deer, a mouse, and a cute little tortoise. So let's get started with this story. So there was this big jungle, and in that big jungle, there used to be all the animals and all the birds used to live very happily, very peacefully. And among all these animals, there were these 4 friends who were best of their friends. So that were, come on, write along with me, tell along with me. That was deer, that was mouse, and that was a crow and a tortoise. So you know what was special about these 4 friends? These all 4 friends used to meet every afternoon, and they used to tell to each other what did they do in the morning, how was their day, what did they had for lunch, and what was they were happy about, and what was they were sad about. And then they used to play in the evening. So one such day, when all the 4 friends were sitting and chatting, then the crow looked at the deer and he said, "Oh, there's something wrong. You don't look happy today. Is there something that is bothering you? Are you upset or are you sad about anything?" So you know what? The deer said, "Yes, I'm not happy today." So the crow was like, "Oh, what happened?" Why are you not happy today? You know what? The deer said, today morning I saw that there were hunters coming inside the forest. And you know what? They were lying traps, nets to capture all the animals. And this makes me very scared. What if they come and catch us, any one of us too? Then how would we meet every day? We'll get captured by the hunters. So now the crow said, oh, my dear friend, don't worry about this. You know what? What did I saw just few weeks back? There were this flock of pigeons, a group of pigeons who were stuck in the net. And the hunter was just coming to pick them up. But you know what? All these pigeons with their beaks, they caught the net and then they just flew along with that net. And they went to our friend Mouse. Yes. And there, this mouse tore apart the net and all the pigeons were free and they flew away. After listening to this story, the deer smiled. He said, wow, so actually our friend Mouse can help us if we get stuck in the net. Yeah, the crow said, because the mouse has very sharp teeth. So he can anytime tore apart that net. Now the deer was very relieved. You know what? When we tell our friends whatever is, bothering us or we are upset about, then we feel better because our friends give us some solution. So now the deer was happy. He said, wow, I feel so good now. Let me go and drink some water. So the crow said, okay, you go and drink some water and I go and get some sweet fruits for all of us. And the mouse and the tortoise said, okay, we shall wait for both of you here. So the crow went off and the deer went off again. So the deer went to drink water, but the crow was back within few minutes with lots of fruits. So the mouse, the tortoise, and the crow, they kept waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for the deer. But the deer didn't come back. Now they got worried for the deer. What has happened? It's almost midnight and the deer is still nowhere to be seen. They were searching for the deer. Now they kept waiting for the sun to come out so that it's light and they can resume searching for their friend. Now, when it was morning, all of the three friends rushed inside the deep forest to look out for the deer. So the crow started flying in the sky and the mouse and the tortoise were trying to locate at the nearby places. And you know what? The crow found the deer. The deer was near to a pond, but he was trapped. He was trapped in the hunter's net and he was shouting for help. Can anyone help me? Can anyone help me? So the crow went towards him and said, oh my God, you're stuck here since last evening and we were looking out for you everywhere. And the deer was like, didn't I told you there were hunters inside the forest? And see, my fear came true. I'm stuck. Now how will I come out? So the crow said, don't worry. Didn't I told you that our friend Mouse can actually help us? So you know what? The crow said, just wait here for some time and I shall go and get some help for you. So he rushed back to his friends and there he told the tortoise and the mouse that deer is trapped near the lake. So the tortoise said, I have an idea. So tortoise said to the mouse, why don't you hop on the crow's back and rush towards the deer? So the mouse said, wow, that's a brilliant idea. So the mouse jumped on the back of the crow and they both flew towards the jungle where the deer was stuck. So when the deer saw the crow and the mouse coming towards him, he was happy. And the mouse hurriedly, tore apart, broke all the net. And just then, the deer saw the tortoise also coming over there. And he said, "Oh, why are you coming here? What if the hunter comes back? All of us would run away. But what if you get stuck?" But then they heard some footsteps. And the hunter was here. Now looking to the hunter, the deer just ran for his life. And the crow flew away on the tree. And the mouse hid inside the hole. But the poor tortoise got caught because the tortoise walked very slowly. Now the hunter thought, what if I lost deer? At least I will not go empty-handed from this place. So he took up the net and put the legs of the tortoise around that net and carried that tortoise on his stick. And he started walking towards outside. Now, all these three friends, that is deer and mouse and crow, they were looking the tortoise being taken away. And the deer was feeling very bad. Poor tortoise, poor my friend, he came to see me and now he is also stuck with this net. What do we do? Now the deer got an idea. And you know what did he do? He went towards that pond from where the hunter was coming. And he pretended that he was dead. And he kept lying like this. And the crow came and sat on the deer. And he started poking deer with his beak. So the hunter looked towards that and he felt, oh, it looks like that the deer is dead. So I can actually take the deer now. What do I do with this heavy tortoise? So he just dropped the tortoise down and he started walking towards the deer. And he was walking very slowly because anyways, he thought that the deer is dead. So when he started walking towards the deer, the mouse came quietly and he broke the net and released the tortoise. Now tortoise saw that lake and he just slept inside the water to hide himself. And the mouse also ran away. And now when the hunter just came towards the deer opened up his eyes and ran for his life. And the crow flew off on the tree. And the hunter was scared. Oh my God, how come this dead deer can come alive? This seems to be like a haunted forest. I should better run away from here for my life. And the hunter just ran away. So now all the four friends were happy and back together. So that was the story about four friends. Who all like the story? Come on, come on, come on. Type, type, type. And who is going to tell me who were the four friends? Come on, write it down for me. The mouse, yes. The deer, yes. The tortoise and the crow. So that's all for today from your storyteller, Monica Tandon from Katha Pachisi the Story Bank. I hope you like the stories. Yes, 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 Anjika, Crow, very right. You're such a bubbly group of children. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for being a wonderful audience. And I had a great time narrating all these stories to you. So do go on our page, Katha Pachisi, like our page and stay connected with us for lot many stories. Thank you so much for today. Thank you, Gunjan.